Number 15, set to kick off.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Austin Mack. He rifles one deep to the left. Snags it at the 30, still running. Finds a seam. Into the end zone. Touchdown time.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
And he puts through the extra point. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bond. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The Hoosiers want to move quickly. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Big running play, gets it out to the 20 before he steps out of bounds.
There's just not a lot of great play calls, guys, for 3rd and California. So you hand it off, you try to get some of that yardage back.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Got to make the play on 4th. Escapes the pressure to his right. And that's a live ball behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And hold on just a minute. This is a big turnover, but there is a flag down, and I don't think it's going to stand. Just a terrible, terrible mistake. So instead of getting off the field on 4th down, the offense has a 1st and 10. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass. It's Marshall. Under pressure. He'll pull it down and run. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Got the big pause on him, but couldn't hang on. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Snapped on 4th down. Moves to his right. And he makes it past the 1st down marker, hits the slide, and they'll move the sticks.
Well, this quarterback's athleticism, I think, makes it a little bit easier for you as a head coach when you decide to go for it on 4th down, because if it's not there to throw the ball, his athleticism can just take over. He can go get it himself and keep the drive alive. Really nice job that time by the QB.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
And they can't make the connection.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Oh, he's got some space. He's got 93 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener. And the Hoosiers look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw, it's Cherry. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Plows through the defense. Racing down the left side. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Extra point here will tie the game.
Yeah, and that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's pass. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing him the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. He's into the end zone for the 2, and he gives them the lead. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. Bringing it out. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Keeps it on the ground. Defense all over him.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
They'll ride him again. Can't get him to the ground. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Mack. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Now, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
We reach the end of the period. It's Indiana on top. Fireworks aplenty in this first quarter, and these two teams put up some numbers as we look at the stats. Now, I'm not going to argue if this production keeps up as we start the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. There he goes. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
Yeah, and I think 3rd and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Making the adjustment. They want to make sure they get this 4th and 3 play right, so they'll take a moment and think it over with a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Makes a catch at the 10. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Runs through the tackle. He's now over the century mark with 102 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Right back to the well. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The give is to Smith, and he's not going to be able to convert. Knocked down just inches shy of the first down.
They're going to keep feeding this guy the football, guys. Over 100 yards rushing with that last carry now. We knew coming into this game today they had to get the running game going. They had to be able to turn around, hand it off, and get positive yards and set themselves up into manageable third down situations. And we've seen them at any area of the field so far in this one have success in the running game. They'll keep that up until this defense proves they can stop it.
The Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. Now they're going to throw it. Out wide right, it's Smith. At the 45 on his way. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
Well, it's a really nice job by the quarterback that time, working through his progressions, because the running back was not the primary target on that play. You find the check down, though, and when you get it to that guy, if he's even got a little bit of room, he's got the wiggle and the speed, he's going to make something really positive happen. He did right there.
Sets his feet. It's Marshall. Hauls it in. Turning it. Got enough space. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they take it in for 6 more points. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things up with a dart from 24 yards out. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Tide ready to roll on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Got the first down. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on second and long. Great awareness on the scramble.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Just a gain of 2, and now they're looking at 3rd and 8.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Throwing, Mack. Spits it out to the back. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. 4th down, Austin Mack. Makes a grab past the marker. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. They'll run him again. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, if they could stop the run, it was going to be really, really hard on the offense. And I just love the tenacity they're playing with right now. This front 7 are flying around, getting to the ball carrier. This running back has had nowhere to go today.
Breaks into the open. At the 20. Ripping through the defense. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Ball into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
So nice to have the run game, so nice to trust in it, so nice to cut this game to a one-possession game. Halftime now becomes a lot more bearable. Coaches ain't yelling and screaming. We got to get this fixed, but we got some positive mojo on our side.
They'll grab the squib kick just inside the 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And the Hoosiers will hustle to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Not much happening on that one. Maybe made it back to the line of scrimmage as the clock continues to move here late in the half. It's 3rd down.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
They'll field this one in tight quarters. He's brought down, not a lot of room to take that one back. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Quarterback changing the play. Austin Mack. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Throwing on the run. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Sets his feet. It's Mack. Here comes the heat. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Got out of trouble and throws. It's complete on the right side. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. And with that, they've taken the lead. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the book. 10 time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin our wraparound with Clemson, taking on the number 7 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes.
Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone.
And it's the Tigers who win it on their home turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football truly is.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Oh, he's got some space. Gets away from one, finds room. To the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Nothing but a favor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. We're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a scintillating 57-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. To the air, it's Cherry. Picked off, what a play to set him up. Bringing it back, and he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Alabama!
That's a great play on defense, guys, but on offense, you're just wondering about this quarterback right now. That's now his 5th interception in their last 2 games, and offensively, when you turn it over like that, you're just not going to ever be able to get into a rhythm, and obviously you stunt your chance of ever winning games when you throw pick sixes. This head coach has a big decision to make. If they don't make it right now, they may make a QB switch here.
And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. They'll take the penalty and move them back. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll run it. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. Still on his feet at the 45. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
You know, it looks like they just flip the ball and everything just magically works. You know why this toss to the left works? Because the wide receivers block. You know, I know you don't say that very often. Most of the time they want to run out, you know, get the glory, catch the ball, but they got to do a good job of blocking. When you toss it on the perimeter, those guys are pivotal for this play to have success. Really good job blocking on the perimeter.
Over the middle, it's Smith. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
The Hoosiers will line it up on 1st and 10. He's inside the 10. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana! They'll line up to go for 2. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Drops back. It's Cherry. Looking to the end zone, but the pressure gets there first, and the quarterback is sacked, and the 2-point conversion attempt is stopped. And he's going to bring this one out. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
They'll give it to him again. Hit and stop right there. Not much on that pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. A run for the quarterback. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down.
Hey, how about this, D? You think they're locked in and dialed into this quarterback and his ability to run the football? You've seen him make plays.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. There he goes. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. Mack. Moving out to the right. Blasted as he lets it go. Got him in the open. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. The give to the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. Throwing, Mack. Makes the grab. Brought down right at the 10, and this defense keeps him away from the first down line, but will they go for it on fourth down?
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that third and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that third down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is extended a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Back to throw, it's Cherry. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Turning it on. Touchdown, Bama. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
And the extra point right down the boulevard is there now, up 20 in the fourth. And he's not going to take the touchback. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Touchdown time! What a play! Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah,
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And the Hoosiers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Marshall. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And how about the complimentary football? This defense getting another sack. They've already got an interception. Offense has played great. Both sides of the football together dominating this football game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Complete in the middle. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks. Sends it back in motion. Needs it here on 4th down. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Here comes that Alabama offense. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Still looking to his right. Going to try to get it himself. And he has vexed this defense with scramble after scramble, has another 1st down.
Well, he's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running too. This guy is the definition of a dual-threat quarterback, and right now, this defense has no answer for him.
Austin Mack extending the play. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. A 1st down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Wide receiver comes in motion. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. A 1st down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Dragged down.
And this is the part of the game where you can really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the 4th quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
I think you run that ball right there knowing that I'm going to run it again on 4th down. I'm going to go for it on 4th down. I got another play. Nice job by that defensive line, not getting moved around, making a play. They got to get one more stand right here.
So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. And this ought to be a chip shot from about 20 yards out. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Cherry. Can hold on in the face of the contact.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Second down, gonna throw it. Setting up the screen. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. And listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Throws to the tight end. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Back has it. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.